Live from the Ali Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School. Touchdown Productions, the Foothills leader in local sports television, is proud to present the Lady Miners Road to the state title. Tonight, your six-time defending Sac Joaquin Section champion and NorCal #1 seed Nevada Union Lady Miners take on the Central Coast Section champion and the NorCal #2 seed Homestead Mustangs. It's one match for the 2007 NorCal Championship and a berth in the CIF State Final. So don't go anywhere, because you're about ready to witness volleyball history right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. There are only two teams still playing Division I volleyball in Northern California, and we have both of them here for you tonight as the road to the state title twists through the Ali Gymnasium for the third time in 5 years. Good evening, volleyball fans, wherever you are across our foothill of network of stations. Jim Adams here, joined by Ed Martin, our producer-director for tonight's broadcast, as usual, Gil Dominguez, and of course the rest of the Touchdown Production sports team on hand, along with a packed house at Nevada Union, full of NU and Homestead supporters for what will be one great NorCal final match and the final match of the season at Ali Gymnasium.
Well, that's right, Jim. The Miners and the Mustangs are certainly no strangers to each other. They faced each other already this season at the High Sierra Invitational in Reno, where the Mustangs beat the Miners in pool play, and then the Miners played back through the loser bracket to beat the Mustangs for the tournament championship. So these teams have had a chance to take each other's measure before tonight.
However, that was way back in September. And here we are in late November. A lot of games have been played since then. A lot of miles have been traveled, and here we are tonight.
Well, you know, as we know, Jim, the Lady Miners are 43-4. They went on from there to win the Sierra Foothill League title for the second straight year since they came in the league, going undefeated in league play. Then they captured their sixth straight Sac Joaquin Section title, and right now they're on a 20-game winning streak. So, you know, you've got to feel pretty confident that they can match up here. You know, Homestead beat the Hay Balers that were in here the other night, but Saturday night, but we noticed in a tournament play early in the season that Homestead beat the Balers.
Now let's talk a little bit about the Homestead Mustangs. 29-10 on the season. They were in the driver's seat to win the Santa Clara Valley De Anza League title. 3.5 hours from here in Cupertino, California, they lost 3 of their last 5 league games. They entered the section tournament on the road and turned it around, eventually beating the San Benito Hay Balers, who we saw here on Saturday night for the Central Coast Section crown, and thereby received the #2 seed in NorCal's and come into tonight's game with a stunning 6-game winning streak of their own. And so as the teams continue to warm up and the crowd files in, we'll pause for our first break. On the agenda tonight, volleyball NorCal Championship. When we come back, we'll take a look at the NorCal and the Southern California playoff grid and talk more about this game after we remind you that this exclusive Lady Miner Championship volleyball telecast on your NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Hanson Brothers Construction is a third-generation general contractor in Grass Valley with decades of experience in the local construction industry. They can take on any size project, and Jeff Hansen and his crews are always ready to assist you from the planning process to occupation. Hanson Brothers Construction, HB Reynolds, Hanson Brothers Colfax, all proud to be a part of the Hanson Brothers Enterprises family.
And Hastings Development Incorporated. Everyone wants a quality home to live in. That's the way Kevin has built homes for the past 7 years. HDI has built over 70 homes in Placer, El Dorado, and Nevada counties, and they can build one for you as well. Whether you need a custom-designed villa or a more moderately priced home, HDI should be the company you seek to bring your project in on time, where the quality is built in. That's Hastings Development Incorporated.
Nevada Joint Union High School District Our district has 2 of the best comprehensive high schools in the state at NU and Bear River. Nevada Union is a California Distinguished School since 1997 and a National Blue Ribbon School since 1998, boasting a 99% graduation rate. Extracurricular activities include 56 clubs, 42 athletic teams, and 20 ROP programs. With so many choices, it's easy to see the Nevada Joint Union High School District is serving our community with higher education.
And California CIF Homes, Kevin and Paul Hastings are proud to introduce Premier's CIF building panels for your home construction. CIFs are a high-performance engineered wood product with a super insulating core of rigid, expanded polystyrene. When you build with CIF panels, you get a building that's extremely strong and very energy efficient. Ask for them by name at California CIF Homes, where they're saving energy for tomorrow.
A to Z Ace Hardware, A to Z Garden Center. The A to Z Garden Center is open and ready to help you. Of course, they carry fertilizer, seed, and garden tools, but they help you design your yard as well. Dan Wheat specializes in irrigation design, and Master Gardener Christine Smith teaches you which plants will grow best in your yard. Let manager April Reese show you around and amaze you at A to Z Ace Hardware, A to Z Garden Center. And of course, Touchdown Productions, the leader in local sports television. Jim Adams here for you one more time, this time for the NorCal Championships, joined by Ed Martin and the entire Touchdown Productions sports team, saying thank you for joining us all across our Foothill network of stations as we celebrate our 11th season of bringing you only the best in local high school sports. And Ed, this game really needs no introduction. The Miners have really run the slate this season. They have played the maximum number of games here at the Ally, and tonight it all reaches a pinnacle with the Miners taking on the Homestead Mustangs.
Well, everybody's had to come to the Ally Gym except for the section finals, and it's been certainly to the advantage of the Lady Miners. Everybody comes in, they've got to get here, we're rested, we're ready. And this is what our 6th game at home here in the postseason. Certainly friendly confines, but once again we see a lot of visiting fans, cheering sections, flags. This even puts the hay baler fans in the shade.
Let's talk a little bit about the Miners here tonight. They come off a big win against the San Benito Hay Balers from Hollister. Here tonight we have the Homestead Mustangs from Cupertino. Both teams about 3.5 miles from here. I will tell you this, CIF sanctions do not allow the teams to travel to the city the day before, so the Mustangs had to travel here today. With that said, tomorrow night I'll be at the Shark Tank in San Jose. It's a 3.5-hour drive. It's not a pleasant drive, so the Miners have had the benefit of being able to run the gamut here at home and be able to rest. Some seasons have not boasted that, but this one surely has it.
Well, if you win 40 games, you get to play at home. The Miners have done what few other teams do. They've gone out, they've played tournament play, they've played a tough schedule. They've done everything to get themselves ready for tonight and for Saturday. And I think we see that pays off. This is for a couple of weeks now, it's basically been win or go home, or actually most of the month it's been win or go home. And the Lady Miners have managed to do that.
We'd like to remind you that this special edition of Nevada Union Championship Volleyball is being underwritten by Soft Answers. Owner Dallas Wibholm specializes in software management, design, and consultation. That's why he's the best friend your computer system ever had. And Soft Answers is a proud supporter of Nevada Union sports and all the enjoyment they bring to the community. Dallas salutes the commitment of all the Lady Miners, their coaches, and their families for the past 6 seasons.
And Placer Title Company, Larry Ingersoll, Sally Vigil, and Bear River manager Tracy Willis remind you that only you have the right to decide which title company you use when you purchase or refinance property. And when you choose Placer Title, you've hit the mother lode in title companies. They specialize in projects of every size, from single-family homes to large subdivisions. It's Placer Title, the company you can trust.
Casey Wood Corporation, the Casey family, has been serving you at Casey Wood since 1990 and has become the home for the professional contractor. Kevin and Mark have established a reputation for doing whatever it takes to keep your job rolling. They offer construction-grade lumber products for framing and siding and custom doors and windows. They are proud to support community events.
And Northern Home Medical. Owners Rudy Antonucci and Dean Miraldi are proud to be your friends and neighbors in Nevada County. They carry a full range of home medical equipment, from power wheelchairs to home oxygen supplies. And Northern Home Medical works with your insurance company and Medi-Cal to make sure you receive the products and services that you need to be independent. They're your home medical specialist in Nevada County, and of course they're big supporters of NU Lady Miner Volleyball.
Hills Flat Lumber Company, the holidays are here, and Hills Flat has all the toys you need in Colfax and Grass Valley. For your big boys, there's a selection of power tools from DeWalt and Black & Decker. For the home, they have pre-lit artificial Christmas trees from 6 to 12 feet, and for the little ones who have been good, Hills Flat has just received a collection of vintage toys like wagons and scooters, and gift cards are always available for everyone on your list at the Hills Flat Lumber Company, where they say, "Go, Lady Miners!"
And Hughes Body and Fender. NU football dad Clay Shockey has been serving your automotive needs in Grass Valley for over 30 years. As a third-generation collision repair technician, Clay has 47 years in the business, which gives him the experience you need when you need it most after an accident. He repairs all makes and models and works with all your insurance programs. He's at Hughes Body and Fender, where his experience counts.
And of course, Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 11th season of presenting only the best in local sports television. Jim Adams here, along with Ed Martin, saying thank you for making us the #1 television station in the foothills across our foothill network of stations. Let's talk a little bit, Ed, about Nevada Union here for a moment. You and I were there. We watched them claim the sectional championship in Davis against Davis, and on that particular night, they were a steamroller. A little bit less of an effort last Saturday night against the Hay Balers. What do you think about tonight?
Well, tonight, one thing I heard earlier, the team was sharing their goals, and one thing I heard from multiple players was no errors, no hitting errors, no digging errors, no serving errors. So the team knows they've got to stay focused. They've got to not make those unforced errors that can cost valuable points. But mostly it's what we've had all the way through. They've got to play their game. You know, Homestead is just another team. They've got some terrific players. They've got obviously a squad with a lot of experience. But as long as the Miners can play their game, they're in a position to come out ahead tonight.
And talking to the ladies prior to the match, one of the things that they said is perhaps they came in with a little too much energy in the game against the Hay Balers. All of them had that heavy on their mind. Revenge was a huge factor in that game, and they kind of played off their game a little bit. In fact, they said they overplayed it a little bit in game one. And from there, the Miners, we can't say they had an easy go of it, but they sure managed to win the last 3 games.
Well, we had Coach Larry Peterson. We had the advantage of listening in the huddle, and you remember he said, calm down, play our game, wait for them, let it happen. You know, don't over push like you want to do in a situation like that where you want to grind the other team into the earth. You know, they'll make their own mistakes, and they did. So it was nice to have the Lady Miners be able to ease up and understand where they were, and it wasn't just in their imagination and in the nights of replaying that game from last year so that it would come out to a different conclusion this year. So I think, you know, they've learned a lot about attitude, how important it is to maintain an attitude that gets you lets you focus on playing your game and not, you know, oh, we've got to beat these guys because they beat us last year. Oh, we've got to do this or that. Well, that is no end of fun over there. I think we have 2 Mustangs from Homestead and a flag.
No, we have one from Nevada Union. We have the Miners Donkey, and then we have a Mustang.
The burro. You have the burro, and there's a fellow running around with a big Miner head on. So plenty of signs, practice safe sets. You know, just great stuff here, and just as good a crowd as you'll see. I don't know if they'll get many more in this auditorium.
And so we'll see how things play out here tonight. We will say this, that in Davis, Nevada Union played a game where prior to the match, all of the ladies said, if we play our game, we will win. They felt the same way against the hay balers, had an opportunity to talk with them in 201. They had the same mantra, if we play our game, we will win. Now, they didn't say that they exactly played their game on Saturday night. Of course, Ed, we know they were able to survive on Saturday night to move on to the match here on Tuesday here at the Ally. But nonetheless, as you take a look at it, if they play their game tonight, which their game's a pretty high-octane game, they will do well. However, let's talk about the Homestead team for just a moment. One of the things that they are known well for is not letting the ball hit the ground. They're very good defensively. Well,
and we saw in Davis, if you don't let the ball hit the ground, you're that much further ahead. You know, chasing the ball around the up ref stand, that sort of thing. You know, they're a team with a bunch of weapons, I guess you'd say. Their setter's got 1,000 assists on the year. They've got, you know, 3 hitters with hundreds of kills for the year. Excuse me, I'm trying to think 2 things at once. Catherine Fisher, of course, with about 420 kills, you know, big offense. But I think, you know, I look at it and say we've got, as we heard, 5 hitters. You know, as Lex Moser said, we've got 5 hitters. You know, we've got a setter who's used to distributing the ball all around the court, and we've got a middle attack that most people just never see. Plus, you just, you know, our back row, serve receive has been a real strength, particularly in the postseason. You know, playing defense, passing, and working in transition is the thing that you pick up, you know, after that. But serve receive is the rock. You get that solid passing. You're able to return serves in an effective fashion, and that's what Lady Miners have been able to do. Now, you know, Homestead, they've got their work cut out for them, but you don't get to the final without being a team that can beat most anybody. So, you know, we've got to all keep an eye on things.
Well, and a couple of the seniors came in tonight with an interesting story saying, you know, we walked into the gym tonight knowing that this would be our last game at Ali Gymnasium, and they said, we want to make this a successful exit. Whichever team wins here tonight, they have a date at 5 o'clock on Saturday night at San Jose State Rec Center, where they will play the championship D1 game. They will play the winner of the tournament in Southern California. And Gil, maybe you can bring up those grids right now so we can take a little look at it if you have those ready here during this pregame segment.
There's our local reporter, Drury Berry.
And we have... No, as a matter of fact, the Mustang faithful were chanting, "Ooh, ah, you wish you were a Mustang." So this is going to be a vocal crowd. Watch for them to play against each other tonight, and I think we're going to have a pretty fascinating contest, Ed.
Oh, absolutely. This is, you know, a lot of marbles and bragging rights riding on this match.
As Ed mentioned, watch for Homestead. They have 4 players that have had outstanding seasons. Leading the way, Catherine Fisher, number 7, 53 aces on the year, 36 blocks. She's only a junior with 420 kills. And then right behind her, also on the offensive side, is Tori Carroll. Tori Carroll, a sophomore, so you got a junior with 420 kills. Here's the sophomore with 232 kills. Not necessarily tall girls, but with great jump. And then here comes the senior, Justine Wales, number 8, with 200 103 kills on the season, and feeding them along the way is Melissa Chang with, as Ed mentioned, 1,010 assists on the season, a 5'10 junior. So you have a rather young squad here for the Mustangs that have led the way. And I think the thing that you see that's kind of interesting is not a lot of height, Ed.
No, they're not particularly tall. You've got basically nobody that
The winner tonight
looms over the
Division I California State
the crowd,
Championships.
but you know they've got enough
Now,
height
if we
there.
could get everyone to rise for our national anthem, please.
And so we will honor America by rising for our national anthem.
You gonna sing? Sure. How are we doing? Very good. Actually, if you take a step towards. Okay, here we go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, blue spot stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glow, the flames bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Give him a big hand, folks.
So we are about ready for the NorCal Championships here at Ali Gymnasium, and up next will be the player introductions. We'll first hear from the Homestead Mustangs, and you'll have an opportunity to see who the
I'd like to thank CIF corporate sponsors, Farmers Insurance Group, Macy's, Max Preps, Gatorade, the California National Guard, and the U.S. Marine Corps.
and we will join Steve Pilcher here for our player introductions.
The CIF would like to thank you for showing your support of our student athletes by attending this match tonight. We're very proud of our competitors who've advanced through league and section play to represent their school in this tournament. We remind players, coaches, and spectators matches will be conducted with the highest expectations of fair play and good sportsmanship. Please cooperate, making this contest exemplary and in the finest tradition of interscholastic athletics. Playing in the match tonight, the home team, the Nevada Union High School Miners. The Sac Joaquin section as champions. They are coached by Bob Rogers and Larry Peterson with a record of 45 wins and 4 losses. The visiting team tonight is Homestead of Cupertino. The Mustangs represent the Central Coast section as champions. They are coached by Matt Hoffman with a record of 29 wins and 10 losses.
As we mentioned in the pregame, the Miners have played Homestead twice this season in the same tournament. They lost in pool play. The Miners did 2-1, 3-game championships in those, and then met them in the championship, and they beat them 2-1.
And John Windmiller.
Once again, a top officiating crew.
Introducing the visiting Homestead Girls Volleyball team. Number 1, Nicole Radish. Number 2, Katie Fan. Number 3, Tori Carroll. Number 4, a senior, Diana Moberg. Number 5, Elizabeth Case. Number 6, a senior, Becca Galarte. Number 7, Catherine Fisher. Number 8, a senior, Justine Wales. Number 9, Colleen Fitzgerald. Number 10, a senior, Ali Fickett. Number 12, a senior, Lauren Hoops. Number 13, Melissa Chang.
And so that
Coaches
is
Matt
the Homestead
Hoffman, Gary
Mustangs.
Carroll, Megan McKinney.
And up next will be the Nevada Union
And
Lady
now
Miners.
your Lady Miners. Number 2, Taylor Jeffett. Number 3, Alexis Mosier. A senior, number 4, Kristen Dolly. A senior, number 5, Caroline Reeves. A senior, number 6, Sarah McAtee. A senior, number 7, Kylie Marodi. Number 8, and happy birthday to Mallory Castle. A senior, number 9, Christian Woodruff. Number 14, Hannah Baker. Number 15, Ellie Selleck. Number 16, Paige Carnahan. Number 18, Abby Maraldi. Number 21, Kendall Butterfield. Coaches Bob Rogers and Larry Peterson.
So it's all set tonight. Keys for the Miners tonight. Defense is going to be the key. They're going to have to stop Fisher. Fisher's going to be the most, as far as offense is concerned. You will sometimes see a 3-person block against Catherine Fisher. Miners will stay 3 deep. The setter, Melissa Chang, is excellent for Homestead. She likes to dunk the ball, so we'll watch that. And the Miners will need big energy. They'll have to do well in their transition game, and they'll have to control the pass game better on Saturday night when they had 20 hitting errors.
It's going to be the setter, okay?
Let's go in the Miners huddle.
Number 12 warmed up from the side, but she's left-handed. So we want to make sure we give her the line to hit, okay? Go ahead and rotate to the line, but she hit everything cross-court left-handed. So we want to keep, Caroline, when you guys are up against her, you and Chris, block a little inside, number 12, okay? Hey, you know what's the most important thing, you guys? When we score a point, celebrate like crazy and blow all the nerves off, okay? Every time we score, we really celebrate together.
Blow off some of those nerves.
And so the Miners are ready tonight, and you heard Larry say, celebrate like crazy. And for the Miner faithful, who many traveled only a few miles, they're ready to celebrate like crazy, and they're hoping that this will be the NorCal championship game that will be the next step towards being able to play on Saturday for the state championship. We'd like to remind you that should the Miners prevail tonight, we will be bringing you the state championship from San Jose, originally scheduled to be a Fox Sportsnet game. Fox decided not to televise the game, and we have been cleared with the broadcasting rights for that contest. So looking forward to that, hopefully on Saturday night, but a lot of volleyball here to play tonight, Ed.
Never can look beyond tonight's match.
And so the Miners will start off with their regulars, Christian Woodruff, Kylie Maraldi, Lex Moser will come in, and Taylor Japhet will sit out. Kristen Dolly will be in the front. Carolyn Reeves, of course, will be setting for Nevada Union. And, of course, watch that front row, and especially number 7 on the right of your screen there, which is Catherine Fisher. So about ready to get underway. Yep. Serving Lauren Hoops. And here we go. There's the set. Maraldi. Yes.
Right off Elizabeth Case's forearm there.
So 1-0. And here comes Christian Woodruff. And here it comes for Fisher. And she hits the net. Miners get the point. 2-0.
That's it. Wales hooked it. Yep, terrific dig there.
Miners with an early lead, 2-0. Opportunity. Nice block. Maraldi. Yes!
Really nice. Yep, a good tip there. The block was set up in front of her, and she was able to push it to the right.
And here's Fisher. Nice dig. Opportunity. All right, at the net. There it is!
Maraldi on Chang there. Melissa Ching's tall for a setter, particularly in the high school ranks. Runs about 5'9" or so, 5'8". Real inches.
Woodruff on a 3-point run here. They're going to go to Fisher again, but she won't be able to play it. So a poor set there, Ed.
Real poor. She basically was outside the antenna when she met the ball, and it was way too low.
Miners by 5 early. Have to wonder when they'll take time out. Here it comes to Fisher again. Nice dig there by Woodruff. And here it comes to McAtee. Yes!
Got the touch. Fisher swung at it, but no luck.
Miners out to an early lead. This should be a free play for Nevada Union. And there is the set. McAtee again, but hits it long.
Here we go. We got that last point there. Able to, yep. Reed's able to get it there. Lex Moser sets it up. Sarah McAtee able to come and hit it cross court there. You see Fisher flailing at it, but no luck there.
Beautiful set here, live again. Here it comes, Maraldi, yes! Kylie Maraldi with the kill for Nevada Union.
Keep that one alive till you can put it away.
And Maraldi goes right back to serve for the Miners. And hits it into the net for a fault. Seven to 2, Nevada Union leading. Early here in game 1. Oh, and a poor dunk by Caroline Reeves stays on the Miners side of the net.
Yeah, that was going as much parallel to the net as toward it.
Melissa Chang, the setter, serving for Nevada Union. Nice set for McAtee, but she hits it into the net. And another error for the Miners. 7-4. 5-point lead reduced to 3. Chang with a good serve here. That should be long, and it is. So Caroline Reeves to serve for Nevada Union, leading 8-4 in game one, just underway here from Ali Gymnasium. Jim Adams, Ed Martin here with all of the action. Opportunity for Nevada Union. Japhet! Taylor Japhet carrying on, picking up where she left off on Saturday night against the Hay Baylors when she was our co-player of the game.
Well, we've seen the Nevada Union go to the left side a few times, and that opened it back up for the middle attack. Japhet able to capitalize on that.
Dolly, McAtee, Japhet in the front. And Fisher, opportunity, but Reeves can't quite get it back over the net. And Ed, neither one of these teams are letting the ball fall very easily tonight.
Well, that's defense wins championships, and both teams know it.
Another opportunity. Miners lead back to 5, 10-5, with Sarah McAtee serving.
See Tori Carroll there on the right front in that play.
Good opportunity for Nevada Union. Christian Woodruff with her first touch, and she gets it. Comes off of Tori Carroll and out of bounds. And let's take a quick look at that. Here it is, Ed.
Nice set. There you go.
And Fisher with the kill there. Had a touch at the net by Nevada Union. But the Miners by 5 here. Allie Fickett to serve for the Mustangs, down by 5. Woodruff. Nice dig by Fisher. Hoops. Opportunity for the Miners. Woodruff again. Yes!
Down where Allie Fickett couldn't get to it. We saw that big left-handed swing there from Lauren Hoops that we heard about, number 12.
The soft touch by Woodruff, and here comes Lex Moser. And a nice kill by Tori Carroll, the sophomore.
You can see how she got 232 kills this season. Nice swing. Becca Gallardi in the serve.
Nice set, Miraldi. The block doesn't seem to be there at all for the Mustangs, Ed.
Well, I think the mixing it up between the left and the middle has got them on their heels a little bit. They aren't able to commit to the middle like they need to. We got to watch Nevada Union's block, how they start working with Catherine Fisher's offensive power.
Kristen Dolly serving with the Miners at 13. Nice dig by Fisher. Comes on over to Hoops, and she hits it out.
Very nice. You know, Saturday night, Kristen Dolly stepped up, had a dozen kills. A terrific night for her, hitting mostly from the right side.
Here's Fisher from the back row. And she gets the kill up against the Miners' block.
Came off the block without much heat, and nobody could get a hand on it.
Lauren Hoops serving. Here's the set. And they went over the net. Fisher went over the net.
Fisher trying to say she didn't do it, but it was clear from here, and the ref, quick whistle.
A good officiating, a veteran officiating crew here for NorCal tonight. This will go over to...
Tori Carroll able to
And
hit.
that's in, so Carroll gets the kill.
Yep, down the line. She had a little breathing room there on the line.
And you know, if you're not careful, you almost immediately go to that the set's going to go Fisher's way, and that one went on over Carroll's way.
Well, it got a little room on the right side. It's hard not to take it.
Maraldi. So Kylie Maraldi really picking up where she left off. Moser comes out, and Kendall Butterfield is going to come in for Nevada Union. First time we've seen Butterfield in 2 games. She will go back to serve for Nevada Union. Ahead by 7, 16-9.
As we saw in the Skyline match, she set all of game 3.
Here's Fisher with the kill.
Came in low there in the back.
Fisher, the 5'10" junior. And setter Melissa Chang back to serve, trailing by 6, 16-10. And a good try by Carolyn Reeves to get a dig over there, but unsuccessful. Chang with a good service.
Oh yeah, she's got ball control. You know, a good setter can usually get the ball to go where they want it.
Nice set. McAtee out.
A little wide, a little long. She's got to find her range pretty quick here.
Lead had been at 6, down to 4, 16-12, Nevada Union. Opportunity now. Nice dig by Moser. And here comes McAtee. And it falls.
Lots of Miners on the floor there.
So the lead to 3, 16-13. Chang on a nice run. Good dig by McAtee. McAtee will have to play it over. And now an opportunity for Homestead. And it gets through the block.
Tori Carroll really putting up some points from the right side.
And the Miners take a timeout. And Ed, that block that carried the Miners well.
Very much it's going to be out, okay? We want to make sure we get right in front of it. It's coming fast, and we're trying to pass it off to the side. It's going up. Now, 2 other things. When 7 goes in the back row in the next rotation, let's go ahead and block her. She's only hitting from about 6 feet off the net because she's long jumping into it. Block her with all 3 because she's hitting out of the middle. And then the other thing we want to do is stay in base until you see the ball set. We're leaving early and we're getting caught sometimes. They set it nice and high. We have plenty of time. Okay, we still got a lead. Let's side them out right here. Here we go.
And the Miners with a little bit more difficulty with that block tonight, Ed. They did very well with it in Davis and also good against San Benito on Saturday night. A little more difficulty with it tonight against this hard-hitting Homestead team.
Homestead's got the left and the middle.
And there it is! Taylor Jacobs had the second chance set perfectly for her, and she finishes.
Well, a middle like that, an overpass is just dessert.
And here comes Reeves, serving for Nevada Union. Nice set at the net. Nice attempt at a dig by Moser, but it's that kill by Fisher coming from the back row.
Well, Coach said, watch for that and block it.
She hits pretty hard. Difficult lady to block. Opportunity. But it'll be on Nevada Union's side. They time it incorrectly, and it falls, and the lead is cut to 1.
Rolled right down the front.
So what had minutes ago been a 6-point Miner lead and looked pretty safe has totally dissolved. tied at 17. Game 1 here at the Ally. The NorCal Championship on the line.
Miners have to keep the crowd in it.
And hit into the net by Taylor Japhet. And Ed, the Miners have made a series of errors here.
Well, I don't know if they're playing their game. Hitting errors, service errors.
Behind for the first time by 2 now. They now trail by 19 to 17. And Fisher is leading the way here.
She had 53 aces this season.
Miners trail by 1. Sarah McAtee back to serve. 19-18 in favor of the Mustangs.
Side out gives you a chance to put some points on the board.
Fisher hits into the net. Wasn't Fisher. Tori Carroll. So we're tied at 19.
She's a high percentage hitter from the right side. Got to take advantage of those when you get them.
Fisher actually in the back row in this sequence. But here she comes. And with the kill.
Looked like Ori Cruz of Florida back in the day coming out of the back row to smash it in the middle.
Ali Fickett to serve for Homestead, leading 2019. Here's the set. Dolly. Missed hit by Ali Fickett.
Just had her arms up in front of her face almost.
So Lex Moser here tied by 20. We're going to find out who really wants game 1. Yes! Miners by 1.
Very nice there. I think this is the kind of moment where Christian Woodruff can give you a point.
And wouldn't a run by Lex Moser be a sweet thing right now?
Get a little distance.
Tied at 21.
Tori Carroll pounding out of the right side there. They've got a balanced attack that we don't always see.
Elizabeth Case to serve for Homestead. Basically a 4-point game here. Here's the set. Now a chance. Free ball for Nevada Union. Here's the set for Christian Woodruff. Tries the dink, won't go. Here's Fisher. Hits it long.
Kristen Dolly serving.
Dolly back serving for the Miners.
Melissa Chang seemed to lose her footing on the way toward that ball and unable to get there.
23-21. And here's Fisher.
With the roll shot. Whoa.
Nice touch on the play. Miners by 1.
She knows she got one there.
Lauren Hoops, the lefty. Big point for Nevada Union. And they get a break and hits the air conditioning unit and falls back, and the Miners will have a game point here. In fact, they'll have 2 game points. But Woodruff wants to finish it now. Christian Woodruff. It's long.
Wow. Got to get a side out
here. What a risk by Homestead. That was just barely long, Ed.
That took some nerve.
And so Diana Moberg here in a 1-point deficit, 24-23. Miners need a big set. It'll be McAtee. Yes! And what they've called something against the Miners.
Not a whistle.
Timeout.
Yep.
Push the pass up to the net. They're only blocking the middle with one, so we don't want any slides or anything here. It's not a good pass. We're just going to go to Sarah. Make sure we back up our hitter. Now we got to pass the ball. No, let's just go one. They're only blocking you with one. Hit it back to your left, okay?
So the Miners missing an opportunity there with 2 game points, but we find ourselves tied at 24. And Ed, did you figure out what happened on that last point?
It looked like maybe a Miner was somewhere in the net. I could not see the hand signal from the up ref at all. He may have ducked under.
So Moberg has pulled the Mustangs even at 24.
Got to win by 2.
Oh, and Maraldi mishits it.
We just heard Coach Peterson say, hit it to the left. They're blocking you solo there.
So now the Mustangs for the win in game 1. Opportunity. And Fisher. The dig. Maraldi. Yes!
Now we're getting into serious free volleyball.
Tied at 25 with Kylie Maraldi to serve for Nevada Union. And an ace! So now it's the Miners' turn at game point. And Maraldi could not have picked a better time for an ace. Does she have one more in that arm? Yes! She does! Maraldi with 2 straight aces claims game 1 for Nevada Union, 27-25. And Ed, they don't get much better than that.
Whoa, a terrific end to a match that started off with Nevada Union in the driver's seat, settled down to a hard-fought first game, and to come out with 2 aces to close it.
We'd like to remind you that this special volleyball edition of the NorCal Game of the Week has been underwritten by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Hanson Brothers is all about aggregates, and their new facility in Colfax means that they have even more rocks for your landscaping needs. Whether you need crushed mine rock, base rock, rip-rap, building stone, or large landscape rocks, Hanson Brothers Colfax has it all, and they're ready to help you create the home of your dreams at Hanson Brothers Colfax. Proud to be a part of the Colfax community and Hanson Brothers Enterprises.
And Hastings Development Incorporated, Kevin Hastings and Sean Solomon are proud to be your friends and neighbors and live in Grass Valley. HDI is happy to donate their time and materials to Habitat for Humanity and other worthwhile community projects, and they love to be part of the Game of the Week telecast, bringing local sports television to your homes each week. That's Hastings Development Incorporated, where the quality is built in.
Nevada Joint Union High School District, our local high school district, is sponsoring the adult mobility classes at the Lutz Center. It's all part of the adult education classes and is now offered free through December 7th. The class meets Tuesday and Thursday from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock and is a great way for you to get off the couch and join Carolyn McKinley for 40 minutes of stretching, chair and floor exercises that your body needs. It's just another way the Nevada Joint Union High School District is serving our community with the need of higher education.
And California CIF Homes. The primary benefits of using CIFs are energy savings and reduced construction time. When you use CIFs for your exterior walls, floors, and roofs, you don't need traditional stick framing or insulation. The panels go up fast and fit tightly together, resulting in walls that are true. In the construction industry, time is money, and you save lots of time using CIFs. Available at California CIF Homes, where they're saving energy for tomorrow.
So let's go right to replay here, and here is Maraldi's serve.
And there's Hoops diving just inside the line, and I believe she actually touched it as it came down from this vantage point about 4 yards
but
away.
But Maraldi could not have placed it any better, Ed.
Terrific. To have two aces at a point like this, it's got to prey on the Mustangs' minds, and it's got to be a lift for the Lady Miners.
And for Maraldi to come and notch two of those with the game tied at 25,
I thought
quite a statement for the Miners.
Well, I thought it took nerve to go ahead with your jump serve at 25-25 and not take the safe standing serve. So, you know, a gamble paid off. But Maraldi's really consistent at the service line, so it wasn't that big a gamble.
Would also like to remind you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by A to Z Hardware, A to Z Garden Center. The holiday season is here, and now is the time to pick up a Christmas tree for your home. A to Z is once again the official site of the NU Miner Tree Lot. This tradition allows our football program to raise funds for next year's program and get you the freshest tree ever. At A to Z, you'll find a selection of ornaments, lights, and decorations. So Merry Christmas from Dan Jr., and April Reese at A to Z Ace Hardware, longtime supporters of NU Miner football.
Well, in an attempt to keep order here, we saw the Mustang ushered out. He seems to be trying to stay in. The burro is over.
The Mustang lost game one. However, Ed, let's face it, this could have gone either way.
It was close every way, all through there. I keep getting the burro and the Mustang mixed up. Have a seat. Don't be interfering with the field of play. You got to stay out from behind the inline.
A capacity crowd tonight here at Nevada Union. I don't think that there is an empty seat in the building. And this is the final Lady Miners volleyball game of the year. As I mentioned in the pregame, they have run the gamut on it and played as many home games as the schedule would allow.
And they played for 3 months. We've got fans getting inside the boundary lines there. Their crowd control gets to be an issue when you've got this big a turnout.
Standing room only for the volleyball game tonight. And this gymnasium began filling up 1 hour before the match. People who wanted a good seat got here at 6 for our 7 o'clock start.
Well, you know this is the game to see.
And there's the Miner donkey right there, and with the Miner. Let's hope we don't see the Miner ride the donkey tonight. Christian Woodruff exits the building to get a little cool air, and something has delayed the start of game 2 here. And we are ready. So Woodruff will start it off for Nevada Union here in game 2, having claimed game 1, 27-25. Opportunity for Nevada Union. There's the set, but 4 hits against Nevada Union. The ball was rejected by the net.
Well, Woodruff was pretty much flat-footed when she hit that one. Not particularly good swing by Hoops to get it over.
McAtee has a hard time with that one, not set very well. And double hit called just about the first of the match for double hits.
Wasn't really calling them that tight, but you could almost hear that one behind the other.
Here's Maraldi. And the set. And a nice kill by Justine Wales around the block by Nevada Union.
Well, she's that senior with 200-plus kills on the season, able to get a good cross-court shot and come out the inbounds.
Lex Moser in, Diana Moberg, who brought Homestead even in game 1, serving. And a long hit by Taylor Japhet.
We go back to Ching sets it there. Wales on the outside, and you see hits right about the 3-meter line.
There's the dig and the set.
Nice dig.
Opportunity now for Homestead, and this is Fisher. Nice dig. There's the set. McAtee can't quite get the kill. Back over to Fisher again, and Fisher does.
Woodruff was diving for it right at McAtee, though she had to play it.
So Moberg on a nice 3-point run for the Mustangs early in game 2. Lauren Hoops with an error there makes the score 4-2, and Caroline Reeves to serve for Nevada Union.
Ali Fickett got that one in the back. She thought it was going over.
And a nice kill by Ali Fickett.
Hit about where Wales hit the time before, and a little behind, and Reeves not really in a position to get to it.
Melissa Chang, excellent job in game 1. There's the dig, and this will be Sarah McAtee, and she hits it wide.
Might have to get a little more top spin on that cross-court shot.
Miners trailing by 4. So Woodruff with the kill.
Woodruff doing what's needed this time of the year. You've noticed she's been in double-figure digs and double-figure kills just about every match in the postseason.
McAtee retreats to serve for Nevada Union. And Tori Carroll with the kill. Kristen Dolly couldn't quite play it.
Coming out of the left side there.
And the Miners a little out of sync here. For Woodruff. Beautiful dig. And the net violation against Homestead.
Looks like it was on Ali Fickett, number 10, the senior.
Kylie Miraldi checks in. Comes right up to the front with Dolly and Woodruff. And Lex Moser to serve. Miners trailing by 3, 7-4. Tori Carroll with the kill, the talented sophomore.
She's got a future ahead of her.
Ali Fickett serving and hits it long.
Not the sort of thing you want as a senior in what might be your last match ever.
Kristen Dolly with an ace. Little assist from the net.
The let serve has certainly heightened the excitement of the game. It's only been the early in the century we got it.
Nice set by Chang. And the kill. And Chang is a very talented setter, Ed. She's done a great job tonight.
She's terrific. She's able, she doesn't telegraph her sets. Back set, long set, short set, you can't tell what's coming.
Woodruff. Yes.
Catherine Fisher just able to bounce it off her wrist. Woodruff continuing the kind of play that's made her just crucial to this postseason. I talked about her kills and her digs, and of course she's got a service game that's just all you
Oh, and there's the fault.
Oh, just when I mention it. Well, she'll be back.
Woodruff, arguably the most lethal server for Nevada Union. And there is a nice play. Reeves with the free ball. Miners still have it in play, but here it comes over to Fisher. There's the dig. Back and forth. Now an opportunity for Nevada Union. Sarah McAtee. And here comes Fisher. McAtee again. Hits it long.
I think the refs have got some real trouble with crowd control here. We've got fans sitting right behind the stand, and it's not the sort of thing they are willing to put up with. They've got to have room to run outside the bounds and be well behind.
Well, and when you think about it for a minute, the game isn't really about the spectators. It's about the players and being able to play this match. And with that said, Ed, where do they locate that number of players?
Well,
that number of spectators.
The number of spectators. You can't have them where the players can run. They're going to have to move away from center court there. And it may be that crowd control is a concern of the refs. You see players going for balls outside the line, and you don't want them to come to grief.
But Miners with a 4-point deficit, and Lauren Hoops serving for the Mustangs. For Miraldi. Oh, and Miraldi with the block for the point.
A really good joust there with Chang, who was in a position to make a setter's dump there over the net, and Miraldi waiting for her.
So Kylie serving. And Fisher bangs away at it. Miners will have another chance. Let's see if they can make something of this. Yeah, they do! The block is there by Taylor Japhet and Sarah McAtee. And here's that last kill.
There, Miraldi on the net. You saw Chang come across, have a chance there at a dink, and Miraldi waiting for her.
And it's out!
But not for Miners, not trying to get to it. Two players swiped at it best they could, and it flew on out.
I believe we have the score wrong. I believe it's 11-10. And it is.
The linesman came over to confer and be sure there wasn't a question of a touch or the score.
So Miraldi has come in and reduced the lead from 11-7 to 11-10. Almost gets an ace there. And another rejection by the Miners. Japhet again is at the net with McAtee, and the Miners have tied it at 11.
Japhet has just been nothing short of sensational at the net in the middle this postseason.
Great set. And a point for Nevada Union as Fisher with an error. A game of ebbs and flows tonight. Miners took a lead in game one, only to have Homestead come back and take the lead. Homestead has led most of game two. Oh, and they almost get it over there. Woodruff had a shot at it. And so tied at 12.
Woodruff there in the last ditch. She looked like maybe she banged her hand. She was feeling it, but seems fine. And
Reeves with the dunk, and the Miners with the point.
Nice set tight to the net like that. She could set or she could dink it over, and she took the dump.
So 13-12. Reeves serving. And Miner should get a free play out of this. Japhet.
Able to put it right down on Elizabeth Case.
Miners by 2, 14-12. And that's it, it's an ace! And let's take a look at that Reeves dunk ad.
This was great. That's where you see those basketball skills, a reverse layup there, right past Catherine Fisher, down into the forecourt.
Back to live action, and here's Reeves again. This time the set is for Fisher. And it's good. Good shot, a kill.
Came across there in front of Christian Woodruff and not where she was set up for.
Right around the block.
Well, Fisher's a terrific offensive player.
And Melissa Chang, who has given the Miners fits all night. And the block is there by Tori Carroll.
Stuff block there, and Lex Moser came in trying to pick that ball up off the block, but it came down too fast for her.
Oh, nice play by Woodruff, but we'll see if this works out. Chang with a nice set. Good dig, but right at the net. Oh, they got the dig again. And here it comes for Fisher. And Fisher finishes.
Yep, it came off the net there. It probably would have gone wide but for that. Took a little off it.
So tied at 15. And Japhet with the kill.
She's got to be delighted. Transferred to Nevada Union and put up points in the NorCal final in great style.
Sarah McAtee. Oh, Miners have a big opportunity. Maybe should have set that. Japhet hits it wide. So 2 opportunities where instead of taking their time and setting it, they played it for the kill.
Well, here we get it. She comes up with that pass in the middle and able to hit it down past hoops. That one didn't go long. Well, as we heard Coach Peterson say, if they're only blocking one in the middle, it opens it up for your middle attack. We saw that a couple of times already. If you don't block those middles for Nevada Union, you're going to pay.
So Lex Moser back to serve. Miners in need of a run here. Nice dig there by Sarah McAtee. And Woodruff with a chance to finish. Woodruff again. Woodruff a third time. Is the fourth time a charm? Going strictly to that side. And there's the point. Moser cannot dig it.
Well, Justine Wales keeps pounding out of the right side there. Or no, Tori Carroll, excuse me.
The Miners surely had their fair share of opportunities, but we are tied at 17.
Well, these rallies are hard fought. Catherine Fisher out of the back row is just deadly.
Very little room for air. Ali Fickett serving. This time it's the Mustangs who lead 18-17. Nice dig by Moser. And the block is there for Homestead. but it goes wide by Lauren Hoops.
Well, Dolly was able to hit it off the block on the inside, and we're back right where we were, 18-17 and now 18-18.
So 19-18 with Elizabeth Case back for Homestead. This is Maraldi. And the block is there but wide, so this game is tied at 19.
Well, Christian Woodruff had a block there she could tool it off of and got the point. She picks up the service now.
And the point at the match usually at which Christian Woodruff excels, right here serving. But instead the kill by Lauren Hoops.
When she hits that cross-court shot and it works, it's tough to defend.
And Kylie Maraldi with the kill. And Ed, we've gone a long time here where the point differential, one way or the other, has only been one or tied.
Since about 15, it's been just a seesaw.
And here comes Maraldi again, tied at 20. And here's Fisher, banging away with the kill.
Terrific. Right in the center of the back court. Go. Woodruff, Reed sets for Maraldi there in the middle. Hits it right into Elizabeth Case.
And a double hit called on Caroline Reeves.
She left her feet to make the set, and it's hard to contact it squarely.
So Homestead with a 2-point lead here as we enter the latter stages of game 2. And it's out, 23-20. And the Miners call timeout. Let's go into NU huddle with Larry.
It's just us. 2 good passes, we'll score on the next one. They tried 2 blockers that time. If it's a really perfect pass, okay, they're going to have 2 blockers on you again, so you can go to the tip if you want to, or swing away back to your left. Even when they block, they're bringing it from the right, and the middle's not moving at all, so you still have room to your left. Okay, come on. One more pass. We can do this, you guys. Come on.
Indeed, the Miners can do it, but they have placed their backs against the wall here in game 2, having taken game 1, 27-25, and badly in need of a side out and a bit of a run here.
That's it. Well, we had the Miner Magic chant go up, and the up ref looking around for fans behind him. Who are those guys?
And Diana Moberg, who also has given the Miners fits tonight at the service line. And that is out.
Well, the timeout did some good there.
And here comes Reeves with the Miners trailing by 2. A huge game 2 here. A beautiful set for Fisher, and the kill.
Pounded it off the top of the block and took something, had it higher than Lex Moser expected.
And Cheng with a great job of setting Fisher.
Coming out of the back row to set.
Game point with Cheng serving, and it is long.
It's 2 game point service errors for Homestead. The unforced errors are hurting them.
So on the shoulders of McAtee here. Nice dig. There's the set. And it doesn't go over. Japheth hits it into the net, and the Miners lose game 2, 25-22, and we are tied at 1 game apiece. So they can't get much closer than this.
Well, there's no blowouts, no runaway here.
Let's go into the huddle
Just
with
have
Larry
to keep our
Peterson.
poise. Our defense is really, really good. We're just standing a few too many rallies on errors. The middle is there anytime we want it. Okay, if we get a good pass, that's really working well as long as they keep blocking with one. But mix it up some too. Okay. Yeah, that's all exactly right. That's all we have to do is clean the errors up a little bit. We don't have to change anything. Hey, on the right side, let's make sure that we're going all the way to the line when you serve. If rotate all the way to the line as soon as you see it's a back set. They're setting nice and high. We have plenty of time to get there. And then we're going to just give them some line, everything from the right. Everything's going to cross first.
We'd like to remind you that this special edition of Minor Championship Volleyball is being underwritten by Soft Answers. Dallas Wigholm is our local computer genius and specializes in software management, design, and consultation. That's why he's the best friend you and your computer system ever had. He's the one to call for those hard-to-solve problems. And Soft Answers is a proud supporter of Nevada Union Sports and is proud to once again donate his time as the coach of the NU Miner freshman basketball team.
And Placer Title Company. Placer Title is proud of the Lady Miners. Their winning attitude reflects the character of our Foothill community and represents us all. They salute the parents, coaches, and players on their achievements. And just like the Lady Miners, Placer Title reaches new heights every day in customer service. It's the cornerstone of their business and why they look forward to the opportunity to prove it to you. That's Placer Title.
Casey Wood Corporation, the Casey family, has been serving you at Casey Wood since 1990 and has become a home for the professional contractor. Kevin and Mark have established a reputation for doing whatever it takes to keep your job rolling. They offer construction-grade lumber products for framing and siding and custom doors and windows and are proud to support community events.
Northern Home Medical, Rudy Antonucci and Dean Miraldi are proud to be your friends and neighbors in Nevada County, and they offer you a complete line of home medical products to keep you independent. So why choose another company that takes its profits out of Nevada County when Northern Home Medical can supply you with all your home medical needs, work with your insurance and Medi-Cal, and give back to our community? It's all at Northern Home Medical, proud sponsors of Lady Miner Volleyball.
Hills Flat Lumber Company, there's an old saying, if you give a man a fish, you will feed him for a day, but if you teach a man to fish, you'll feed him for a lifetime. It is in that spirit that the Pardini family is proud to support the Colfax Falcons by giving them a snow cone machine and other equipment so they can create their own fundraising opportunities, thereby supporting the sports program for years to come. The Hills Flat Lumber Company is proud to be your neighbor and friend in Colfax and Grass Valley.
And Hughes Body and Fender. NU football dad Clay Shockey has been repairing cars all his life. Starting with his dad and grandpa, Clay is a third-generation collision repair technician who has literally seen it all. His 47 years in the business give him the experience you need at one of your most vulnerable times after an accident. He works with all insurance programs and has towing and rental cars available at Hughes Body and Fender, where experience counts.
And by Touchdown Productions, simply the best in local sports television. Jim Adams and Ed Martin here for the start of Game 3 of this NorCal Championship match. Christian Woodruff with the kill.
Catherine Fisher almost climbed over the scorer's bench there going after that ball.
So the Miners start with the lead here in Game 3, and Woodruff will go back to serve. And for the Miners, no major runs in Game 2. And there's another kill, a big night by Catherine Fisher. And she seems to really be able to hit around that block pretty well, Ed.
Catherine Fisher has got the deadly aim.
Here is Moberg, and she hits it into the net. So a service error by Moberg.
Good to have her break her own service. She's been effective at the line tonight.
And so Kylie Maraldi. And here's Fisher. Nice dig. Here's the set. Sarah McAtee with a chance. And the kill.
Elizabeth Case off the top of her hands there.
And if McAtee could get hot here, this could be the big difference maker for Nevada Union.
Well, she had a quiet night on Saturday. It's her turn now.
And they're asking for the far door to be closed.
Drafty in here.
And almost an ace. Cheng plays it. It'll be a free ball for Nevada Union. So here is a big chance early. Another chance. And Cheng will set it for Fisher.
The angle
and the
was
kill.
Just too sharp. She was too high and was able to hit it down too quickly. Probably 3 feet behind the net where it landed.
So 3-2 early on here in game 3. We are tied at a game apiece. McAtee. Beautiful dig by Fisher. Free ball for Nevada Union. See if they can do something with it. No. But 4 hits. Didn't quite call it 4, but it looked like it was rejected off the net, Ed.
The Nevada Union block was there, but they may not have had to actually contact it.
Caroline Reeves. Beautiful set. And she called for a double hit.
She was backpedaling pretty fast when she hit it, so.
One of the few errors by Cheng tonight. She has been nothing short of outstanding.
I believe she's only had two ball handling errors all night.
And service fault by Reeves. Miners lead 5-3 with Catherine Fisher serving for the Mustangs. Oh, and
Kristen
Dolly finds the open court.
Some space there in the middle here on the left, along the left-hand line.
Ooh, McAtee with a good serve. But here is the set by Cheng. And the ball is hit long.
Tori Carroll on the right side again.
So it is the Miners who break out early here in game 3, leading by 4. And the kill again by Fisher.
Got a little taken off it by the block there.
Fisher is deadly almost anywhere on the court.
Absolutely. No, terrific player.
Ali Fickett. Oh, and Woodruff beats the block. And the Miners get the point.
Woodruff had a good approach and was able to really put some mustard on that ball.
And Ed, they're developing a tremendous crowd problem here. Free play for Nevada Union. Maraldi. Out!
Oh. A little behind the attack line and wide.
So the usually always reliable Kylie Maraldi hits it wide on that one. And the Miners' lead is reduced to 3, 8-5. Maraldi again.
Moberg and Case trying to get that and couldn't get a good pass out of it. The Miners looking pretty relaxed there.
Dolly. Oh, and a misplayed by the Miners. A golden opportunity goes awry.
An overpass usually just slammed back, but I think that one there was a notion there could be a play on it and didn't quite work out.
Woodruff.
Tip over the block there on Ching and Wales. Nice play by Woodruff, quick thinking.
And Woodruff back to serve with the Miners by 4, 10-6. Opportunity for Nevada Union, but a beautiful play by Ching, and it's deflected out. And it's a Homestead point. And Ching doing everything tonight for the Mustangs.
1,000 assists in a season. You don't get that by being slow to the ball.
Opportunity now. And the kill by Ali Fickett.
Very nice coming around behind the setter like that, and she had plenty of time to get a range.
So Diana Moberg serving with Nevada Union's lead cut to 2. And now an opportunity to cut it to 1. And to Fisher, but the block is there!
Bounced off Melissa Chang's head on the way out of the court for good measure.
And Kylie Maraldi back to serve for the Miners. And into the net.
I believe that's only her second service error of the evening, being pretty consistent at the line.
But here comes Chang, who has made it difficult for Nevada Union all night. And a nice dig there by Fisher. Moser with the attempt for the dig, but the kill is there, and it's 11-10 Nevada Union.
Sophomore Tori Carroll just keeps pounding from the right side.
Chang difficult to side out tonight. And another opportunity, a nice set. Chang comes clear up to set it for Fisher. But Nevada Union with the opportunity now. And Sarah McAtee with the kill.
Right between Fisher and Hoops there. Ball flew off her hand.
Caroline Reeves. And Fisher comes up to play it. Miners keep it in play. Again set, but a double hit is called against Tori Carroll.
One thing you may not have... Well, terrific digs on the Nevada Union side. Kristen Dolly, really a terrific effort to get it over. Great defense, like Coach Peterson said.
And so Reeves comes back to serve, has taken the Miners' lead to 3, 13-10.
Hit the antenna?
No, I don't think so. I think the Miners blocked it down.
It just never got over the net.
I don't think it got over the net.
The antenna was wobbling, and the initial call waving the flag made me think it was.
Reeves inflates the Miners' lead to 4. Oh, but Lex Moser with the dig, but sets it right for Ali Fickett, who finishes with a kill for the Mustangs.
Too close onto the net there.
Dolly. Beautiful dig by Moberg. And the kill.
Once again, I believe slowed down by the block a little bit.
14-12. Wow, and Japhet with the kill. The middle has been where the power has been for Nevada Union tonight.
Well, and it's been able to have it coming and going. Japhet has added that back in since Caroline Reeves went over to set.
McAtee, beautiful serve. Nice play by Fisher. Opportunity, though, for Nevada Union. Dolly can't quite finish it. But Japhet does. And the Miners by 4 on a nice set by Caroline Reeves.
Sent Catherine Fisher sprawling.
I thought that was 4 hits there, but I guess it was the block by Nevada Union. But it doesn't make any difference. 4 hits against the Mustangs.
Okay,
and
here we go.
Let's go back one play earlier.
Watch that very nice low set. Japhet able to just pound it right down to the right there.
And that's long.
Tori Carroll had a good attempt, but a little long.
Time out Homestead. The Miners' lead, at least for the moment, has inflated to 6, 18-12, and let's go to Larry Peterson.
And not too deep. Hey, they're playing defense with 5 people in a little circle trying to dig, so tips are no good. They're only blocking with 1, and sometimes they don't even have 1. The last time you tipped the ball, there was no block up there. So just keep swinging away till they stop you. But I think it's going to be, you're going to be swinging away for a long time because they're not going to stop you. All right. Hey, we got to take advantage of our scoring opportunities now, okay? Control the ball, quick feet.
So the Miners with a 6-point bulge. The score is not 17-12, it's 18-12. And McAtee goes back again. The players, the spectators on the sidelines on their feet. I'm not sure I've ever seen a crowd control issue here at the Ally like I see it tonight.
Well, this is as full a house as you ever want.
And a big point here for Nevada Union. And they're going to have an opportunity. The set and the kill! Yes! Taylor Japhet makes it 19-12.
Well, we heard Coach Peterson say just go ahead and swing away. The block has really come off the middle, and that's not the smartest thing to do with the kind of middle attack that Nevada Union can bring.
But here's the set. And it's in. I thought it was wide, but I thought there was a touch on it to begin with, Ed.
It looked like McAtee did touch it going through.
So Ali Fickett, the Miners with a 6-point lead. Oh, nice serve. Short set. And Japhet has been a real difference maker for Nevada Union again tonight. Somewhat coming out of obscurity, has saved her very best for the last of the season. Will she be able to take it to Saturday night? 4 hits by Nevada Union. Oop.
Well, we just lost the padding on the stanchion here. The up ref is a little bit puzzled about where his padding went on the stanchion there.
Elizabeth Case for Homestead. And the set. And Homestead up against the net. So the point goes to Nevada Union, even though the kill was there.
It's like Justine Wales there in the net.
And so a big opportunity for Kristen Dolly. Nice dig. Almost hit the air conditioning unit, which would have been out. And instead, the kill is there, a weak one by Justine Wales. And Nevada Union didn't quite have that one defended right, Ed.
No, and Wales really didn't hit it where she intended. You saw her hit to the right of the ball, a lot of side spin, and it came forward.
Lauren Hoops, the set, tries for the dink. Oh, and hit into the net by Melissa Chang.
Came in too low, and she thought she had the elevation to dump it over. Didn't happen.
So 22-15, the Miners beginning to enter the latter stages of game 2 with a 7-point lead. Their game to win at this point. But here's Fisher. Beautiful dig. Oh, and they can't quite get it. Dolly had a shot at it.
Well, Wales is a woman on a mission. She was able to get that overpass and put it between the Nevada Union players.
Diana Moberg. And the set. And out!
McAtee doing a little bit of lobbying for the touch, but the up ref just shrugs. Can't give you that, he says.
So 22-17, the Miners would be well advised to get a side out right here in this situation. They don't want it to get too close.
You don't want Diana Moberg serving all night.
And they get it. So the kill by McAtee, who seems to be warming up as this match progresses. And Kylie Maraldi, who served with the Miners lead needing 2 points in game 1, goes back to serve with the Miners needing 2 in game 3. But here's Fisher. And the set. And the point! Japhet with the kill with an assist from the net. And the Miners at game point in game 3.
Well, Japhet made lemonade out of lemons that time. Not a very good set, but able to make good use of it.
And look at the concentration on Maraldi's face. And here comes Kylie with the game in her hand. A free ball here for Homestead, and that'll go over to Fisher. She can't finish it. Here's the dig, the set, the touch, the point! Nevada Union takes game 3, 25-17. And pandemonium here at the Ally. The Miners 1 game away from the NorCal championship.
And it looks like Kylie Maraldi doesn't want to wait until the end of the summer to preseason camp at San Jose State to go to San Jose.
Let's go into the huddle with Larry Peterson.
Hey, we want to make sure now we close them out in 4. Let's make really sure our blockers, everybody is staying in base until we see where the ball goes, because a lot of times we're kind of pulling out early and getting a little bit full, especially when the rally's going back and forth a few times. And it's also really important, after you block, get away from the net really fast so we can get back in and attack, okay? The tip is probably going to be open short. Christian got one that they weren't anywhere near because they're playing 3 deep. Only from the outside. From the middle, they're covering that tip with 5, although after the last timeout, they started blocking with 2, but they still didn't block us. If we end up with needing to make a change, we'll make a change, but for now, just swing away. We're 80% out of the middle. Okay, nice job. Let's close them out on this one. Keep playing aggressively.
25 points. If you're tired, forget about it. Here we go.
Have fun out there. Let's go.
Great point there in the huddle. He said 80% out of the middle, and the middle has been deadly by Nevada Union. Let me ask you a question right now. Why don't they just concentrate on the middle here in game 4?
Because you've got to keep the other team off its game. If they see that everything's going to the middle, then they'll put the block back in. You've got to mix it up. When you have the sort of offensive balance that Nevada Union has, part of what you're doing is making it unpredictable for the other team. Caroline Reeves is a savvy enough setter not to telegraph her sets, and the middle attack is not, you know, is not the sort of thing you want to go to every time. It's a little tougher to do with those tight sets, requires more coordination. Those, you know, the traditional high sets to the outside that you see USC and teams like that use, those are the go-to play. But to have a middle attack to be able to bring out as frequently as we do, for instance, you notice with Homestead they've got Carroll on the right side, the sophomore, in a position that's usually not a particularly high-scoring position. She's able to get them a lot of points, a lot of swings, and you know, you go with your strength there. And Nevada Union's got a middle attack that's of an extremely high caliber. So as effective as it is, they'll pound it as much as they can.
We'd like to remind you that at the conclusion of tonight's contest, we will be naming a Lady Miner player of the game. I am not sure we will have her in the post game because following tonight's contest, there will be a medal ceremony, and so we'll kind of have to see how this plays out. Hoping that the Miners can close it out in 4. However, with the way this match has gone, it's anybody's guess as to what Game 4 will bring us.
Well, there's been some seesawing, and there's certainly been a lot of just back and forth making it up there. You'll get a little space. The Miners have been able to open a little bit of space up. We saw in Game 2 Homestead was able to do so. And it's going to be up to the Miners to stay with them. If they stay with them, don't let them get away, I think they can take this Game 4. But you got to close it out now. You know, we all know you don't want to go to Game 5. It's too unpredictable.
The team who has started off serving in every game has lost that game. With that said, Christian Woodruff leads it off for Nevada Union. 2-1 in favor of Nevada Union with a big Game 4 underway. And it hit the antenna, it looked like. Yep. Yes, it's out.
Hoops with that left hand swings from way outside, and that set was pretty far outside.
And there's going to be a little now they've got problems with crowd control. You know, I haven't been in Nevada Union for a long time, since 1999. I've never seen the Ally as packed as it is tonight. Standing room only.
Well, 6-time section champs playing for the NorCal title.
Oh, beautiful dig by Woodruff. And the kill! I didn't think that McAtee was going to get to that one, but she did and finishes.
Christian Woodruff was there when she needed to be.
And into the net. So 2-1 Nevada Union. And Lauren Hoops to serve for the Mustangs. A must-win game for Homestead. But it's Maraldi. Yes! And no one can have asked more of Kylie Maraldi than what she has shown in the sectionals and the NorCals. She has been a tornado.
And consistent.
Japhet couldn't quite get set on that one. And the rejection, and the Miners get the point. It's Reeves and Dolly at the net.
Japhet able to come back across after that tip.
And a point for Nevada Union on an ace by Kylie Maraldi.
McAtee was up just to make sure that ball didn't come back.
Five to 1. And the block is there again. It's Japhet and McAtee at the net. And Nevada Union by 5 early here in Game 4, 6 to 1. Miners leading 2-1.
They've got to keep the pressure on, though.
And here's Fisher. And if you thought it was over, don't talk to Fisher, because she'll tell you different.
To get a cross-court shot in front of the 10-foot line, terrific ball control on Fisher's part.
A lot of game yet to play here in Game 4, 6-2 Nevada Union. And here's the set for Fisher. And that looks like it's out, and it is! Lex Moser knelt right at the line and then appealed to the referee and got the call.
She's been right down there with some of those, and it's been convincing.
Moser told me before tonight she was a little bit nervous, and she smiled and said, that is a good thing, and there is an ace by Reeves. When Moser is nervous, the team plays well. It's almost a good thing.
Well, she's got to be on a hair trigger at that position.
8-2. Still early. A lot of points to play yet here in Game 4. Oh, and a little bit of indecision by Woodruff and Moser, and the ball falls for a kill.
Find a seam in the back row like that, and it is hard to know whose ball it is.
And here comes Cheng, who has been a serving nemesis all night. But don't tell Japhet that. Japhet with another kill in the middle, and between her and Maraldi, the middle has been the richest part of the Miners lineup tonight.
Well, and they're able to keep one or the other of them in the middle almost all the time with this rotation.
And that is wide, and no touch.
Able to hit over the high hands to her detriment.
And time out is called by the Mustangs. Go into the huddle with Larry Peterson. Larry.
Just that same serve again after the timeout. We just want to make sure it's in because they're in trouble right now. Our block is getting in their head, so we have to really be ready for off speeds and tips. I think they made a couple of hitting errors because we blocked them for 3 points early in the game. So that's getting in their head. Still giving the line away on the right side. You're rotating all the way.
I just tried to put my hands over it.
Huh?
It was so close, like coming over the net. I just tried to block in front of it.
Yeah, if it's right on top of the net, yeah, do that. You're right. But I'm just reminding you. Okay, hey, heads up for tips and dumps and all that stuff now because they're in trouble with our block. Here we go.
And you have to say this, Ed. Peterson has done a pretty astute job of guiding this team through the last several matches where we have had him mic'd.
Well, he's seen thousands and thousands of matches. He knows the flow, and he knows this is a point where you start throwing junk across the net, hoping to get by the block.
And a nice kill by Tori Carroll.
Able to get the sort of the middle of the block and bounce it down. But
the Miners were there for the block, couldn't quite get it down.
Well, that's it. And Homestead's not really in position to pound off this block.
Catherine Fisher, there is the set. Dolly. And the kill. But she hits the net. So the point goes to the Miners. Lauren Hoops with the kill, but touched the net. And an 11-4 Nevada Union lead. Lex Moser serving for the Miners. Nice dig by Moser. See if the Miners can make something of this. It'll be a free ball. Here's the set. Fisher with the hit. But the Miners now with the opportunity. But Dolly hits it into the net. Ali Fickett serving for the Mustangs. And this is Maraldi, but a double hit is called against Reeves first.
Moving side to side like she was.
Miners get the ball over. I don't know whether they'll be able to make something of this or not. But it's out. No, that was out. But they call it in. I'd like to see a replay on that one.
The opposite line seemed to make the call there. Yep, the peanut gallery here seems to think it was out.
No touch was called.
The down ref checking with the scorer here.
And suddenly it's 11-7, and what had been a 7-point bulge has become a 4-point lead.
Well, you've got to keep some distance here. You've got to keep some space. They can put them up.
Awful lot of points yet to play in game 4. Miners do not want to go to a 5th game, a shortened game. And there's an ace.
Ali Fickett was due for one.
Here's the dig by Moser a moment ago.
Able to come back off the net.
And a service there. Fickett taketh and then giveth back as she hits it right into the net. And now Kristen Dolly, 12-8. And it's hit into the net by Justine Wales. Almost an ace. Here's the set, and there's the kill.
Dolly set up a little far back for that one.
Tori Carroll.
No, that stripe on the uniform makes it look like suspenders.
And served long. 14-9, Miners by 5. Here's Woodruff. Nice set by Chang. Maraldi. Oh, and Kylie hits it, just mishits it, and it goes into the net.
Came off Reeves' hands without any spring to it, and not where Maraldi could do anything with it.
Lauren Hoops. Miners will need to go at it again. Here's the set by Chang. And that is long. Just barely.
A lot of nerves in this match.
That's about as close as it gets.
Ooh,
you could see a tiny bit of sunshine in between that ball and the back black line. And so Kylie Maraldi. And Fisher. Oh, beautiful dig! Oh! Christian Woodruff with an incredible dig, but a little bit of miscommunications, and it's 15-11.
Dolly and Reeves right in between them, and not clear whose play it was. Let's see here. Reeves went down. Moser checking for moisture. Seems to be okay.
Carolina, usually a heavy perspirer during the match. Awful hard player.
Well, she runs on every play.
Sarah McAtee. Beautiful dig by Fisher. And now Fisher has a chance for the point. Woodruff. Now McAtee. And the point. The block is there, and the lead is reduced to 3.
Can't say enough about Melissa Chang, can you?
And that's out. So Moberg serves it wide.
Moberg's been sabotaging.
And wait a minute, a minor at the net.
Coach Rogers up to contest that. The ball went wide, and then you make the call. Is this hockey?
And Bob Rogers is upset at that.
You don't see him argue many calls.
No. And let's see, they're going to confer here.
Nope.
So now the lead is 2. And Moberg serving again. Moberg has also been a pest for the Miners all night. McAtee. A free ball, but they return it. Japhet. Beautiful dig. Cheng plays it back. Japhet again. Yes! Taylor Japhet gets the side out, but the Miners' lead has dwindled to 3.
Right to Moberg, their primary passer, so she's hitting just like she needs to be.
Here is Reeves. And the ace! And a big point for Nevada Union.
Well, open up the lead a little bit and get Fisher on a bad serve receive.
And here's Fisher, and the kill is there.
Getting her revenge on the next point.
Fisher hits hard.
Well, and she's able to get up above the ball and hit it just straight down. There's nothing to do with a hit like that.
And here comes Melissa Chang, who has also been extremely effective at the serve line, and she hits it long. The Miners dodge a major bullet.
Well, they do. They've got a terrific service game, but it hasn't been as consistent as it needs to be.
Ooh, opportunity here for Japhet. And Homestead up against the net.
Calling Allie Pickett in the net again. She can't believe it. She's had a couple of those calls, and not the best night for the senior.
And I would have thought that was against the Miners. They were closer, but there was the call, and now the Miners by 5. McAtee plays it safe, but here's Fisher, and it's good.
Little bump set there from Chang.
And another call against Homestead. Did they call him at the net?
Looked like in the net. Coach Hoffman up talking to the down ref.
And now they're going to confer. So a critical moment here.
Not calling the captains over. Caroline Reeves came over to see if they were conferring with the captains.
So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Ed, is this a huge point or what?
Well, first to 20. Always a telling moment. If the Miners can get to 20, they're standing on the top step, ready to kick the other team in the teeth when they come up.
And they're talking to Chang, so you would have to think that perhaps this is going to go Nevada Union's way. Chang arguing there slightly. A huge match for Homestead.
Caroline Reeves over here with her hands akimbo, arms akimbo.
Jump
Got a
ball.
do-over. Well, good for the Miners, a point they thought they'd lost.
But timeout is called by Homestead. Miners leading by 5, 19-14.
Like that kind where you have to run a lap if you miss.
And here's Larry Peterson.
Hey, we need to take advantage of every opportunity to score now. We've got to talk to each other. If nobody says anything, Caroline, it's your ball. If you think it's an off pass and you want to set it, you got to yell really loud, like that play where you guys are confused. If you want it, yell it and take it. Caroline, if you don't hear anything, you've got the ball. And if they've got to call you off it, okay? We shouldn't have any confusion on that at all. We can straighten that right out right now. Still back in the middle, pound the ball. Sometimes we don't even have a block up, okay? Every good pass right back to the middle, swinging at everything.
So about as exciting as it has been at the Ally in a few years. Here tonight, this match for the NorCal Championship has been everything it was billed to be. 4th game, an hour and 45 minutes into the match. And Fisher, beautiful dig by McAtee. Can the Miners make something of it? And Reeves gets it over. But will it make a difference? Here's Fisher. Nice dig there by Moser. Clear across the court to Christian Woodruff. And the touch, and it's in.
Came off the block there and slowed it down too much for Caroline Reeves to get to it.
19-15, Catherine Fisher back to serve for the Mustangs. Oh, beautiful digs there by McAtee, but Lex Moser will have to play it over, and she gets the kill! Unbelievable!
Diana Moberg dove and couldn't get it. Right on the line there on the right side of Homestead's court. Up 20-15.
Huge point for Nevada Union, and Moser goes right back to serve. Woodruff. That's 4 hits. Yes!
Okay, here we go. Moser back there. Bump set there by Dolly. Moser able to hit right down where Moberg is reaching.
Back to live action. Lex Moser. Oh, opportunity for Nevada Union. And a miss hit by Kylie Maraldi. And the point will go to Homestead. 21-15. 21-16. Miners by 5.
That's where left-handed Lauren Hoops does them a lot of good, able to reach way outside and bring that ball back in on a very marginal set.
So Ali Fickett, and that's wide!
Up by 6 with 3 to go.
And the Miners can begin to taste it. There's the dig. This is Maraldi. Can't quite finish it. Fisher. Oh, beautiful dig by Moser. She goes down, but here's Woodruff. Big point. And the touch is on McAtee as it goes out of bounds.
She just couldn't get out of the way. She was set square on the ball. Well, Homestead is not going willingly.
Tori Carroll. And a service error at the most inopportune of times. And we get into the late stages of this game, perhaps of this match. The Miner faithful on their feet with Woodruff serving. And Woodruff served a little bit before they were ready.
She started her motion before the beckon, it looked like.
It's going to be very hard for us to see the other side. There's the set. Oh, big opportunity for Nevada Union. Can they capitalize? Yes! Oh. Sarah McAtee, the Miners, 1 point from the NorCal Championships. 2 games to 1, 24-17. Just as she started the match, Woodruff is back there again, and she serves it. It's a light! It is over! Nevada Union claims the NorCal Championship! Here at the Ally, the last game at the Ally, in the last game to be played here, and Nevada Union makes it count. We'll see you Saturday night in San Jose. And a scene of pandemonium, a disappointed Homestead team, and Larry Peterson said it there at the outset of Game 4, let's not take it to 5, and they did the job there in Game 4, Ed.
Well, they did. They did what you've got to do. They were consistent. They served, they passed, they swung.
And I guess we got to say, the Nevada Union Miner player of the game again, Kylie Maraldi tonight.
Not much question there. She came up big at every point, offensively, from the service line, from the block, and she shared the duties around. So it was not a one-person effort tonight. We saw a lot of Miners. The other middle, Taylor Japhet, able to block and get points herself. Christian Woodruff with her good serving and everything. Yep, looks like we're going to end up with our medal.
And for the Miners, you know, I'm not sure that it was the very best match that we've seen them play, Ed, but they most certainly played an excellent contest tonight.
One thing I think we saw tonight was the Miners made fewer errors. It was the thing I heard them talking about in their goals for the game. Not make errors, not make errors. And you saw the service errors that Homestead made were part of what took them out of this match. The hitting errors they made. Nevada Union more consistent on every front, and I think that's probably the thing that got them the match was their consistency.
Well, and you think about it, the Miners having played a very strenuous season and yet a very successful season set them up to be the #1 seed and caused Homestead to have to take this 3.5-hour trip, caused San Benito to have to take the 3.5-hour trip. Both of those teams from the Central Coast section near San Jose. And so the Miners, the fresh team, able to prevail both on Saturday night and then here again on Tuesday night to claim the championship.
Well, and at this point, the Miners have played 50 matches this season, so they've put out all the effort that traveling those 3.5 hours and 2 hours to get up here.
Just needed to get aggressive. You know,
let's go in with Larry Peterson.
Explosion.
In the huddle there, getting their plaques. We'll have some footage here. There they are. Got their plaques. Got to be pleased.
And there they are. A great shot of a great bunch of ladies. Kylie Miraldi, #7 in the front row. Sarah McAtee playing a tremendous match tonight.
How about get in
Caroline Reeves, excellent at setting. Christian Woodruff, there you see in the front row. And then Lex Moser right there in the back. An excellent game at libero tonight. And Taylor Japhet right to the right of Lex Moser. Lex with the red jersey. Another big contest as Lex yells out for her mom, Karen.
Well, Karen had said, huge match tonight. We'll get the coaches in there and get them positioned.
Hi, Larry.
Hi, Hannah.
They're glad, you know.
And
chasing them off so we can do the awards.
Larry getting everybody off the court.
It's a long drive home for Homestead, as they say.
It is. Let me tell you, I've left many a Sharks game at 10 o'clock at night, and here we are at 5 minutes to 9. And Ed, there's no cutting it. It's a long trip.
It's a long trip, particularly when you don't have anything to celebrate on the way home.
If you see a good game at the Tank, it's always a short drive home. If you see a stinker, it is a long trip for these Lady Mustangs tonight. It will be a long trip home, thinking of what could have been, perhaps from their point of view, what should have been. But for the Miners, another overpowering performance.
Well, the Mustangs played hard. They came up and put on a good show, but you know, the consistency was what they didn't have, and I think that made the difference.
We'll try to, in our post-game segment, I don't know, it seems like we should maybe have a chair with her name on it. We'll try to talk to Kylie Miraldi. And Taylor Japhet again tonight.
Terrific.
And there is Marty Matheson out there, the Nevada Union principal, shaking hands with each of the Homestead Mustangs. Marty has to be proud of his Miners tonight. And this has been a long journey for the Miners. They have had their ups and downs. They've had largely a good season. However, a real big speed bump at Archbishop Mitty, where they came in tired and played poorly, losing 3 of 4 matches, and that, surprisingly enough, was the turning point in the season. Never to lose another match after that tournament, never even to go to 5 games after that. So for the Miners,
well, so often it's a wake-up call when teams often swoon at that point in the season, and to say we swooned and we're done.
And now for the Miners.
It's a nice big plaque that Coach Hoffman has there.
Now presenting the championship plaque, coaches 32% and Bob Rogers.
And so Bob Rogers and Larry Peterson come forward to accept the NorCal championship plaque. And not many of the Miner faithful have left. They've just repositioned themselves. And Taylor Jaffet, Lex Moser,
get your medal.
Kristen Dolly, another senior. Caroline Reeves, also a senior. Her last game at the Ally, but she has one left. Sarah McAtee, also a senior, wanted this to be a match that counted, and it did. Kylie Maraldi, our player of the game, who has had a scorching postseason for the Miners. Mallory Castles, injured in the run. Christian Woodruff, also having a great tournament, has been a stellar offensive player for Nevada Union. Hannah Baker, who has been a serving specialist, a junior.
Ellie Selleck, we saw
Ellie Selleck, who was brought up. Paige Carnahan, who we'll see a lot of next season for the Miners. Abby Maraldi, who has had an excellent season for a sophomore. Kendall Butterfield, the future setter of Nevada Union.
Player of the game of the Skyline match.
Yes, player of the game of the Skyline match. And although the celebration was rather sedate at sectionals, they got into it here tonight.
Well, with a crowd like this, you've got to feed on it. You know that you've done something when a chunk of the school, a chunk of the town, and plenty of the opposing fans are here. Well, the Mustangs.
So, Gil, help us out here. What do we want to do in post-game?
We're up against the wall here. It's 2-17, 2-18 into the match.
And so,
This one is going to go. Unless you want to try and drag them over, but, they're kind of celebrating all people here.
why don't we see maybe if we can get Kylie Maraldi, as soon as the picture's taken, we'll do one quick interview with her, our player of the game, if we can get her over here. May be difficult tonight with so much going on, and Kylie may have other things on her mind, but she has played a stellar match. Like to remind you that 5 nights from now, we will be at San Jose State, their recreation center, where the state championship will be played. This will be a 5 o'clock match, and the D1 game is a great game, but the D2 game, which will feature Archbishop Mitty and the champion from the South, is pretty much their premier game. So we see media from the Bay Area here doing stories right now, and this Homestead team put on an excellent performance tonight, but not quite enough to hold off the Miners. Nevada Union, a long journey for them at the beginning of the season. They said that NorCal's would be where they would want to go, and of course they wanted to date there in the state championships, and sure enough, they are able to navigate their way into position. A strong sectional finish with a 3-game fast sweep in Davis against Davis, and then they come and dominate in the first match, go 3-0 in match 2 against San Benito, and then tonight the Miners win against Homestead 3-1. So a night for celebration, but the big prize, which was the prize that they set out to take at the beginning of the season, the state championship, still awaits them. It'll be interesting to see who they will play. The number 1 seed from the South has been taken out, so we do not know exactly who they will be playing. We do know that it will not be the number 1 seed. And for the Miners, there's a great picture The ladies in the front row are the ones that you see that are out there almost all the time. Jen Sager, obviously a disappointing season for her. Shoulder surgery several weeks ago in what she thought would be her most promising of seasons. But unfortunately not able to do it this year. I kind of wonder whether we'll be able to get Kylie Maraldi. We'll see if we can for just a moment. Maybe if she does, she'll bring on over the plaque. We'll have to see. And here comes Kylie. So we're fortunate enough we're running up against it a little bit here. We'll probably have to go without a camera, but Kylie, I think we're going to get this chair and put your name on it. Another great contest for you tonight. I mean, that middle seemed to be where all the power was for the Miners tonight.
Yeah, and you know what? The same thing happened last time we played them. Like I said, we played them twice before. But last time we played against them, we actually beat them because of our middles. A middle attack, they didn't put up 2 blockers, and it's a it's a middles dream to have only 1 blocker put up. So it was really fun tonight.
Taylor Japhett, of course, had a great match, but Kylie, you seem in the postseason, it has been your time, whether it be the sectionals where you were outstanding or here in the NorCal playoffs. You have been absolutely unbeatable and sizzling for the Miners. Let's talk about, we've talked about a little bit at the net. Let's talk about a little bit at the service line. Walk us through a little bit what went through your mind at the end of Game 1.
At the end of Game 1, well, I've always been taught, just never let up, but at the end, you have to keep your serves in. I mean, whether it's almost a free ball, when it's down to that pressure, you need to. But I don't know, I just kind of went with more of the aggressive approach, I guess. I knew that if we didn't step up at that point and get that serve over and have it be a hard serve, that they'd get an easy pass, put it up to number 7, and she'd get a kill.
The first one was a nice ace, but the second one, the placement was absolutely outstanding.
Thanks. Honestly, that second one, it was more of a, let's just try to hit it on that side of the court, and
You're
it went
supposed
right
to say, that's
spot.
right where I wanted it.
It was the side of the court I wanted it to go to, but it was, I was just trying to keep it away from number 7, who's a really good defensive and serve receiver.
This Homestead team was a tough team tonight, and yet Nevada Union, with the exception of Game 2, really did a pretty good job of dominating the match. Did you feel that way?
I did. I felt like even in the last game when it was really neck and neck, I felt like there's a certain air around us that we had control of the game. We made the most of our mistakes, and that's why we lost Game 2. And as you saw in Game 3, when we came out and we made almost no mistakes that match, we beat them by a lot. And so
okay, so let's talk about this for a minute. You come into the season, you want to take league. You're fortunate enough to take league. Then you go into sections, and of course you want to win sections. You go into Davis, you dominate, and you win sections. You come into NorCal, again, a couple of big hills to climb. San Benito, take it in 4. Homestead, who you've lost to and you have won against, you take it in 4. So now we come into the state championship. You're going to play an awesome squad from whatever Southern California throws at you. How do you win that match?
You know what, that match is going to be a totally different level of play than Northern California play. Usually they're going to have dominant players who are going to hit just as well as they do out of the front row. Just like number 7, she hits great front row and back row, but all their players are going to be able to do that. And it'll probably be a fairly big team. Most of the SoCal teams we've seen have had really tall players. So it's going to be one of the matches where we're going to have to come out strong and intense and just make sure that we play our game and not make the errors make them.
Well, congratulations, Kylie. We will look forward to seeing you on Saturday night. Fox Sportsnet, unfortunately, will not be showing the match, but we will be there, and we've gotten a waiver, so we will be carrying it live. So, Kylie, congratulations. I guess we could say 3/4 of the journey is now over.
Exactly.
And we'll look forward to seeing you Saturday. Kylie Maraldi, our player of the game, another stellar match for Kylie tonight. And for the Miners, the victory close to being complete. They at least have made it to the final dance. We would like to remind you that this special edition of the NorCal Game of the Week has been underwritten by Hanson Brothers Enterprises and HB Rentals. The Hanson family is proud to present this historic Lady Miner Volleyball match.
Hastings Development.
Well, I think I better do this one. Yeah, don't I usually do this one?
You got
Hastings
me.
Development Incorporated. Chris and Kevin Hastings say, "Ooh, you wish you were a Lady Miner."
I'll learn.
I'll have to do that one on Saturday, too, I think.
Nevada Joint Union High School District. Ralph Swenson and his staff are always serving our community with higher education.
California CIF Homes, Kevin and Paul Hastings are proud to be part of the Lady Miner faithful.
A to Z Ace Hardware and A to Z Garden Center. Dan Wheat is proud of our NU sports traditions.
Soft Answers, the Wiv Home family salutes the character of Lady Miner Volleyball.
Placer Title Company, Larry Ingersoll, Sally Vigil, and Tracy Willis salute the Lady Miners.
Casey Wood Corporation, the Casey family salutes all the players and coaches on a great season.
Northern Home Medical, April and Dean Moraldi love to watch their daughters Kylie and Abby play volleyball for the Lady Miners.
Hills Flat Lumber Company, the Pardini family is proud to be part of the Grass Valley community and support Nevada Union sports.
Hughes Body and Fender, Clay Shockey is proud of his son Matt, number 15, and all the Nevada Union Miners.
And Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 11th season of local sports television. Jim Adams here along with Ed Martin saying, it has been a pleasure to bring this match to you, and thank you for joining us across our Foothill network of stations. Be sure to join us next time as we travel to San Jose for the CIF Division I State Volleyball Championship match featuring Nevada Union Lady Miners versus the California champions. So it'll be exclusively here on your NorCal Game of the Week. So an exciting match here for Nevada Union. We're running up against a little bit of time, so we will go to our credits right from here. Our executive producer, director, Gilbert M. Dominguez. Titles and replay by Maverick King. Announcers Jim Adams. Ed, we've got one more date on Saturday night.
Whoa, I'll tell you, it's the one you wait for. Just like this one.
Camera operators Chris Glass, Cassie Walker, and Sean Kashevsky. Utility by Jacob Fike. Office manager and photographer Lynn Dominguez. Technical engineer Paula Mikalski. Remote facilities brought to you by Commander 2. And maintenance by Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Feel free to write us. We are Touchdown Productions. Write us at gil@touchdownproductions.com. We're always interested in your comments. So for Ed Martin, Gil Dominguez, and the entire Touchdown Productions team, this is Jim Adams reminding you that you have been watching Championship Volleyball on the Touchdown Productions television network. See you on Saturday in San Jose. Good night, everybody.